What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Thursday, August 26th, 2021. Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Hope you're doing outstanding. It's Jupiter Day. We're going to see that moon here finishing up in Aries today. It's going to be squaring off with Pluto while sextiling that Jupiter in Aquarius. So, kind of a let go day. Kind of like, all right, there's things we want to push forward with that we're trying to identify with. We're seeing Venus finish up in the with the opposition to Chiron here. Venus in Libra, Chiron in Aries. The moon was with that Chiron yesterday, but here we are, like kind of like had to see some vulnerabilities, had to see a pretty strong reflection within other people of what we need to deal with in our own personal life, maybe different things that need to be taken action for. And now we get that moon square Pluto. So it's almost like, okay, time to kind of like let go of something so that you can move forward with something too. So if you're feeling like there's something on the cusp here that just isn't letting you take the next step into where you need to go, it just needs to be cut. We're also seeing Mercury in Virgo, of course. It's done with the opposition to Neptune. It's moving past that, but we are getting that exact trine to Pluto today. So it's a very Plutonian day of transformation. But I think that the trine with Mercury can be like really having a powerful, deep understanding of certain aspects in your life that do need the change to bring more purity, that do need something to make more grounded sense of things. And it's like just going for it. Like I think today is one of those days where it's like, all right, go for it. We're going to see the sun at 3 degrees of Virgo. It's getting ready to square the nodes. It's not there yet. It's going to come to 4 degrees. But it's like there's so much to explore. And the moon's trine Jupiter. Like there are so many new innovative ways that you can connect to other people or doing things a little bit differently here for whatever's going to bring you that beauty and that balance that we're all kind of like going through the extremes of searching for and dealing with vulnerable aspects with the opposition to Chiron with Venus. There's just like, wow, there's a lot of things that we are realizing and seeing very clearly through the wide spectrum of like, all right, well, gonna have to justify and clean this up. It is Virgo season, so there's definitely big things that can be cleaned up and justified, but I think it comes through a powerful decision. It comes through getting down to like really narrowing things down. Like, what is it that you really want to identify with? What is it that's of your truth? And just going for it. And I think, the less fear around what you need to do that's going to be better for yourself, the better that everything's going to work out. But it's almost like we got to cut the cord of fear here with all the aspects to that Pluto and just like kind of just surrender to finding our ultimate power of our own identification of these changes as we're here in Virgo season, and we're definitely looking for beauty and purity and how to harvest that into our life right now. So I think today's like, okay, it's time to be that shot caller for the direction you want to go. This jumped out to me before doing this horoscope is we're dealing with Saturn semi-square Neptune, and I was kind of looking in the chart for like what has everything feeling just so blah, besides for the stuff that I've already talked about, be it Saturn and Uranus in square, or the opposition with Mercury and Mars here building up in the opposition to Neptune. But this drawn out semi-square, this 45-degree angle between Saturn and Neptune, definitely has us all in a little bit of a funk here with Saturn in Aquarius. So we're in this funk. We're trying to make sense of things. We're trying to push. We're trying to build. We're trying to identify. And it just feels like something's not fully seen in our personal life or not fully seen in the collective light. So we're just having to like weather the storm right now in a lot of ways. And that's going to, get tighter and tighter over these next couple weeks here. And then it's going to start to, once Saturn goes direct, of course, it's going to start to separate. And I think that's going to help us and give us a lot of clarity, because right now I would say that society is being very much like put under a cloak, if you will. And it's very hard to see exactly where that structure of things are heading. I think we all have our guesses. We all have our intuitive thoughts about where things are going to go. But it's like we're just not going to see the full spectrum of things until later this fall. So if you don't have anything figured out, or if you feel like there's just something that's not, fully showing, even in just your personal life, I really do think it has to do with that Saturn semi-square Neptune. So I want to bring that up. But we're going to see the moon come into Taurus by this evening, so that'll be pretty nice. It'll get ready for the trine over to the sun. That'll be early tomorrow morning, but not quite today. So, finding our own sustainability and being able to love and nurture and take care of ourselves by hopefully by this evening will be empowering if we were able to cut ties with some aspect of our vulnerabilities. Not that they don't have weight or not that they don't matter, but to really find out what direction you want to go in right now for the ultimate beauty, the ultimate satisfaction of the life that you do desire. And, that might be a powerful, like, change of perspective that could come from some of that cord cutting or from some of that just, you know, moving in the direction that you know is gonna give you the best, gonna give you the destiny and all that you're looking for. I think we're uncovering a lot of that mental like power right now with Mercury trine Pluto. So I like today. I think that we're moving on. And that's a good way to look at this Aries moon with all the Pluto aspects. Is it's like, okay, yeah, there's things that just don't have an energetic match anymore, and that's okay. Let's be sustainable within the things that we want to build for ourselves as we come into that Taurus moon in the evening. And it is making the sextile to Jupiter, so there's definitely gifts out there, but they're unique ones. They're weird, different gifts, and it's like if you can harness that ability to connect all dots and to, have an objective understanding of not only your own life, but to look at someone else with Venus and Libra opposing Chiron and Aries and be like, you know what, they're probably going through some sense of healing or some sense of evolution right now too, and it's okay if we don't see it eye to eye because I see them for the human that they are. Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, like we have to remember that we are all very human after all. Hope you're all doing well. No chart today. Just the astrology. Hope you don't mind. If you hate that, let me know in the comments and I could pull the charts up more. 7 of Cups. Upright. Well, it's usually like the gotta make a decision, kind of too many options card. I feel like there are a lot of options on the table right now, but it's like which ones you really want to identify with, or the people, or what's going to help you progress into a place that's going to help you uncover the life and the purity that you're looking for. So I think right now it's like, yeah, there's plenty of things. We got the moon sextile Jupiter. There can be a lot, but go towards the things that you want to connect to, that bring you the sense of identification and the sense of freedom that, you as an individual strives to bring more in and see what those gifts have to bring instead of taking all these everythings and then like being like, wow, did I get the one I wanted? Like now I'm sorting through things. Like you probably have a better understanding of what's going to bring you the life you're looking for right now. I wouldn't second guess those things or feel lost. Although I think we can all feel a little bit lost with that Saturn semi-square Neptune. That's definitely a numbing aspect that's here in a very strange way where I think we're all looking for this clarity and this like hyper focused Virgo season of getting to the point, getting analytical, and it's really hard to do right now. And then Mars is on its approach to the opposition of Neptune too, so it's just like there's definitely goodness out there, but I think we want to narrow it down to the things we definitely want to identify with and let the other stuff work itself out over time. I love you all so much. I hope you have a beautiful Thursday, and I will catch you for tomorrow's horoscope. Mañana. Peace.